I wanted to do a video just to answer a question I've had over the course of this year, which is simply, why did I bother to write a book? In fact, why did I bother to write a book and then go and do like an expensive version of the same book? Well, there's a few different answers I could give you. I mean, part of me wants to say that it was just one huge exercise in procrastination. What better way to procrastinate than to give yourself a massive project that's going to consume all of your energy for an extended period of time? Okay, it wasn't really the goal, but that was maybe part of what was going on, if I'm honest. I think also part of what was going on was just simply trying to move myself from one column to another column. You know, imagine that there's a column of people who are people who've never written a book, and then there's a column with a smaller number of people who is people who have written a book. And I thought, really, given my life, I should be moving from one column to the other column. It's a way to stand out. It's a way to recognize that some of the ideas I've had and some of the ideas that have been passed on to me from others are worthwhile. But really, that isn't quite it either. Now, part of it was recognizing that I've been blogging seriously and consistently for about 10 years. And during that time, the way we talk about the creative stuff we do has changed. It's a little hard to imagine it now, but back when I started blogging in 2001 and back when I started doing it seriously in 2004, this was before people thought they could do blogging for a living. This was before blogging was weighed down with PR and SEO and pro blogging and all this other kind of stuff. And really, blogging was about being authentic. It was about showing that you were actually walking the talk, that you're actually doing what you were said you were going to do in the world. And these days, I think that's been replaced by video to a large extent, and maybe social media, but largely video is the proof that you're doing what you say you're going to be doing. So it was a little bit closing the door on that era of blogging. But I think the biggest reason of all was something that actually Hugh MacLeod from Gaping Void recently captured in one of his cartoons, which was something about the intersection between creativity and productivity. And I think a lot of the most interesting conversations I've had with creative people are about how to be more productive. And a lot of the most interesting conversations I've had with the super productive people, especially in the business world and the academic world, have really been about how to be more creative. And Hugh sort of posits the intersection of those two circles in his Venn diagram as the opportunity and in a commercial sense. And I think that's true. I think there is a commercial opportunity if you can intersect creativity and productivity. But I think at a more sort of, at a deeper level, almost at a spiritual level, for me, it's really about the conversation that I want to have, and the conversation that I want to have more of, and the conversation that I think people seek me out for, is that intersection between creativity and productivity. And that's really, I mean, that's what this book is. This book is simply kind of everything I've learned about trying to be more creative as a person who wants to make stuff and produce stuff, and how to be more productive as a creative person. So even though maybe I didn't have that clear when I set out to write the book, that definitely became the goal in the process. And that's really why I think it's something that, you know, is kind of my contribution. I'm not really a writer. I'm not really an author. You know, I'm a photographer. I'm a musician who happens to write. And I happen to have written a book that's about the intersection of creativity and productivity. So, you know, if you found the book helpful, let me know. The usual sort of stuff, you know, leave a comment if you like these videos, if you hate these videos, if you want more of these videos, and please do the subscribe thing because it kind of helps out a little bit as well. Thank you. Bye.